What's up there, people, friends? I'm moving this huge ass keyboard because, well, it's in the way. Wait to see how many people start creeping on here. It's a little bit better. It is a little bit better. Hi to everyone is here tonight. Well, hello to everybody too. Freaking, fragging. I'll bring my fight bells, but for later on when people come on to see the beginning of my show. Fight! So, and I can always change the cam if you want to see more here. I'm going to end up probably having to do that at some point. I want to figure something out for YouTube. Tonight, I'm doing more of keeping up with people. I have stuff for sale. Don't panic. Oh, God, I don't have anything for sale. Most of that wall behind me is my stuff, but could I be talked out of some of it? Yeah. Some things are for sale, but, I've got a bunch of knickknacks and all that on the table that I'm looking at moving. I've got some sterling silver and some other items. I've got a few coins as such, like this 1787 Spanish piece of $8. It's the size of like a U.S. silver dollar. This one was minted in Mexico City via the Spanish Empire. And that is for sale. Well, here we go. Is this an auction? I mean, I could do some auction format. I'm getting used to this camera. Sorry, guys. The camera's running a lot different, like on Whatnot and everything. But I see two people here. Kenneth Bird said something. Who else is here? Who else is saying something? I got two. I started late. Yeah, I started late. And if you're here on my end, you'd understand why. Because I'm right now, one-man army, because Susan's in there doing some other work in the front part of the house. And I'm here and talking to you guys. Let me see here. I guess I can. Oh, shit. I'm talking to something popped up from the VA on my phone here. Let's see. Who else is here? I saw two. Now they just disappeared. Someone's like, oh, fuck, I'm gone. They're like, oh, fuck. Kenneth, what are you doing tonight? Other than punching your clown, what are you doing here tonight? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I forget what people collect. Everybody collect because everybody's spread all over Facebook, Instagram, Whatnot, Wokey Not, Pokey Not, fucking YouTube, any 2 and 3 men combined. It's fucking everywhere you go. You let me know. I don't know where everybody is. And hit the like button. If you like what I'm saying, hit the like button. Let me see. Really, it's rebuilding my following on here because I've been gone for a while and I've had a lot going on. People are going, well, weren't you all healed after that car accident? No. Thing is, I'm still taking care of stuff like in my muscular structure and nerves involving both legs. Because everybody knows about my left leg being severely injured and almost losing ability to walk. But I actually, you know, in addition to that, I actually fractured my tibia on my right side. Now this has been 4 years ago, but people go, well, most people would be rehab sooner. They do. Most people are content for half-ass. Most people are content to, well, I'm hobbling, and that's fine by me. And I'm eating my fruity pebbles in the morning. That's what their attitude is. I'm eating my fruity pebbles, and I can still punch my client. I'm happy. Well, on them. But for me, I want to be better than I was. Really, that's impossible. Stem cell, well, for the Lord Jesus Christ, but stem cell and modern breakthroughs in medical tell you different. And there's a lot of right now, a lot of breakthrough stem cell research and procedures that are um, like literally creating miracles. But I'm looking at getting stem cell done. I've already had 2 rounds of PRP, platelet rich plasma injections done on various parts of my quadriceps, tibia muscle, um, both my knees, both my feet. But I mean, it's a full time thing for me. On Monday, I go. On Mondays, I go and to this like really fancy chiropractor's office. I mean, he does more there than I've ever seen any chiropractor do. But they do decompression with my knees. They have me put on like one of those traction things, and it pulls my knees out. And I feel my knees feel about 20 years younger when they do that. And I'm like ready to go take down the world. But I'm doing a lot of workouts, like not like going to the gym and staring in the mirror for 20 minutes and then doing 10 bench presses. Like, no, if you go on YouTube here on my YouTube channel and you look, you'll see with the workouts I'm doing, most people who are in pretty good shape wouldn't be able to do. They'd be puking in a trash can. They could do it. They just wouldn't be able to just jump right in and be unfazed. Sometimes some of my circuits I do go for over 20-25 minutes. Like the other day I did one circuit that I think was close to 28 fucking minutes. And we're not talking about little things like hex bar squats, pushing sleds down the football like AstroTurf track, freaking the ropes. I do some wild flipping tires, wild circuits. But I've been doing a lot, so I've been spending the last 4 years of my life has been me making myself better. You can probably see in my face I've lost weight, and I've lost considerable weight, and I'm not a fan of oh, he lost 25 pounds. Some people lose 100 pounds and look like complete shit. Like you don't see wrinkles in my eyes and crow's feet, because a lot of people when they do a really quick weight loss, they end up getting really horrible sags in their face. See, I still look healthy, and it's because I'm doing it right. And I've lost probably close to 50 pounds since I've been down here in Florida. But if it's done the right way, it's done the right way, and I condition while working, while dieting. Diet's a crock too. It's a way of life. Since Susan's been around, I've changed every fucking thing. I've changed. I mean, the way I started my days was bad back in the day. I mean, it was horrible. Hey, thank you there, Aim. Appreciate you, hun. No, oh my God, my day started. Amy, my day started so rank. I mean, bad. Like I would, I'm not kidding you. My day would start with some kind of big fancy muffin or a Pop-Tart or like some breakfast hot pocket, and it was bad. Like because I had relied on being I'm a pretty good athlete. I'm one of them guys you don't see me. I don't look all shredded like, some Olympic sprinter, but I'm really fast for my size. Aim's been around me. She knows. She went to college with me, but I'm extremely fast and quick, and I'm really flexible. Like I can palm the floor straight legged. I can do cherry pickers like some aerobics bitch, but I relied on my athleticism, and I was eating like shit. And when I stopped working out, when I went through depression, and I was eating more, I started putting on weight. I was like, Stay Puft Peak coming in hard at you, people. I was like, fuck this. That's not me. That's not me. That's not the way I live, man. I can't imagine living like that. I feel better. You know the difference when you're losing the weight. You wake up, you sleep better, you wake up better, your sex is better, everything's better. Your business is better. Good shape is good business. So, we keep on keeping on here. Boom. So, yeah, anyways, folks, I'm going to offer up some things you may or may not want. Okay, we'll make some things here. I offered this the other day in my auction. Okay, I got a fantastic. I'm gonna check this camera real quick. Okay, because it's I got to do something about this desk here where I'm at because I'm too far. I need to be able to show stuff. See, the other place I was at, the monitor was further back. This is about a 4.5 copy of FF number 112. I would take $65, buys that now. If somebody wants to buy that, that's 65, buys it now. I got that here. And somebody wants that, they're more welcome to. Freaking I have a lot of stuff up here that's vintage. Here you go. What do I got on this? This is a Bruce Lee Storm Collectibles. Yes, Storm Collectibles. Storm Collectibles. Really nice. That's what it looks like in the box. Enter the Dragon, Bruce Lee. If somebody wanted that, I'd take 25 on it. Full retails on these are 45, 50 bucks. And we do pirate ship, so we'll make sure that you get the lowest shipping possible and we combine. I appreciate you, Aim. Much love to you. Aim's like a sister to me. She's been knowing me for long time, since the Vietnam War, before the Vietnam War, probably World War II. Anyways, that's 25. Really cool figure. In the box, hasn't been opened. New old stock, Bruce Lee there. I even have some prison folk art. I've got a ship over here that was constructed from scrap parts at a prison in Alabama. And whoever buys it, I can get you more information on it because it was given to me, but I don't really need it. But it's a folk art ship. It's got mast and everything. It's a pretty big ship. But I can bring it to the screen and show somebody if they're interested. But it's folk art, a prisoner put together. And it was someone's deceased uncle. It was a friend. Well, I know who it was. It was a friend that my friend's wife's deceased uncle. And anyways, he passed away. But she really didn't have a place. They didn't really have a place to display the ship. And he asked me, "Hey, do you want this?" I said, "Well, I'll take it." But prison folk art's pretty popular stuff. So, I can always move it on another platform. But it's pretty cool ship though if you want to see it though. But that's 20. That's 25 there. I've got some rarer and less rarer pieces of Marilyn Monroe, as you can see behind me here. I might think she's a little bit hot. This is one of my favorite Marilyn Monroe covers here, and I'll have a lot of foreign ones here. 1954. This one's a French magazine, FUKC. It's French. No, it's Italian. It's Italian. Excuse me, Italian. Bleh. I'm not good with the foreign language stuff, so it's Italian. Boom. Talking about Mussolini on there. Anyways, she's really super sexy on there. That's an original right there. I would take 150 on that. FUKC magazine. That's a complete magazine. Oh, what's the grade? And yes, you can get these magazines graded. This one's about a... I'd probably say it's a 5.5, maybe a 6. It's about a 6. It's about a 6. Complete, fully intact. You let me know. I got another Maryland here. This is my earliest Maryland piece that I have right now. 1949. Kodiak Van de Week. I believe this one's German. Hetwort Lente. I looked it up. I have it on my listed in my whatnot store. I can look it up for you on the specifics. But it's a pretty rare piece. I would take 300 on that. It's an amazing shape. You know, again, this one's probably like a 6.5. I'm talking about 1949. You know, she's got dark hair. This is when Marilyn had dark hair. March 1949. So you're looking at what? 75-year-old. That's 75 years old. That's 75 years old right there. That's Marilyn like you don't normally see her. With dark hair as well. But that is Marilyn Monroe, front and center there. But that would be 300. I would take 300 bills for that. Like I said, you might go find one that looks like it's been through the shredder. This one's beautiful. And yes, condition does matter. Most of my Marilyn stuff is in really nice shape because she's beautiful and she should be presented beautifully. That would be 150 on the 1954 FUKC magazine there. It's about a 6.5 copy. Two very different looks on her though. But talk to me. You're like sitting there staring at me like you're some circus monkeys or something. I mean, you know, don't go hooked on phonics on me and shit. You know, I've had 2 people talk. You know, I've got some coins. I've got some Carson City dollars. I'll also bring out. This is beautiful. So people know, if anybody knows antiques, this is salt glaze, okay? Yeah, this is salt glaze. What's really wild about that is you never see salt glaze. You see the blue swirl stuff and all that, like with the lettering and all. So this is a beer crock. This was used for beer. And the actual dye is stained into the crock. It's not painted on top. It's stained into it. Is that correct, Susan? You can see right there. Look at that. See, there's one area right here that's got like a little chunk. And you can see that the color goes through. It's not perfect. This here you're looking at is probably at least 150 years old. That's at least 150 years old, if not more. That's a beer crock, is what this is. I mean, it's still serviceable. You can still put fluids in here and use it. It ain't gonna leak. The thing is thick. I mean, it's thick. It's heavy. That is gorgeous. And it's got that blob top to it. Yeah. It's good size. You see how big my head is? Hello, telephone. Listen in. like to see sail in the ocean and to kind of here and there. No, like something crawls out and goes into my ear. It's like some sci-fi movie. I'm getting eaten to death on live film. So much for peddling Pete's big comeback. I would do on that. I would take 60 on this. Somebody at an antique mall would ask probably 150 on that. I'll take 60. But that is the real McCoy. That's about 150 years old at least. And you know, if I'm talking to somebody and you say, hey, and I got a price on something, I'm not against someone saying, hey, would you take this price for me? If someone says, hey, would you take $5 for this? Well, but hey, no, I'd rather break it, you know. I do have my Hulk 181 story about my eating a Hulk 181. There's a story about a crock jug in an antique mall that's pretty fucking funny too. That a woman in an antique mall. So, and I want to have a seat for a second. I want to turn this camera down so we can see more of this table here. Ooh, I just went too far. Hold on. Hold it, folks. Sit down. Ouch. I am still totally sore. I've got some cool stuff to show you guys. So I would hang around because, you know, it's not always, I got comics here too. And, you know, talk to me. You know, look, I got my personal collections on the wall and stuff. But here's a look of somebody who's offended about selling his personal collection. You know, I'll get it back. Most things I can get back. Actually, believe it or not, that croc I just showed you, not this dog here, but he's a nutcracker though. He's cast iron. He's about late 1800s, turn of the century old. That's the real deal. It's a nutcracker. I mean, literally, he'll take your fucking nuts right off. I feel like my pit bull Jake could be a nutcracker. Jake, I'm gonna take your nuts off with these things, but good news. Yeah, Jake's like, I already did it once. No, this I'll never get back. I've never seen one like this. Why $60? Because I sell things. I told myself I'm not a museum. Unfortunately, my house has turned into a goddamn museum. Before I moved here to Florida, do you know, I wear a museum on my goddamn hands. I can't, this ring, so I have double tendons in my hands. You ever heard of that before? I'll show you this real quick. And I'll go back to the crock jug here. I've broken, have you noticed in pictures you'll see me with different rings on? There's a reason for it. Because Pete has goddamn grip. I'm already breaking this ring. This ring over here is already going to break. It's a matter of time. This is what that ring looks like after wearing it. And this part over here is about to come off if I fucking don't watch out. It just, and now it's me turning a knob. Yeah, me turning a knob. It's the second ring I've broke since I've been here in Florida last year. I don't know how many rings in my lifetime though, but yeah, it's I've got like abominable freaking grip. Yeah, and I'm going to pay to get that one repaired. It's my dad's ring, who's no longer here with us. But yes, I have a grip. I have double tendons in my hands. So that means 4 Pete's rings. Here we go. There you go. I'm going to do them, especially the ones in the upper fingers here, man. It's just thick ones too. I've done it with, but anyways, so yeah, that's salt glaze. That's a salt glaze jug. It's a crock. It's a beer crock from the. It's probably, like I said, it's probably circa. I think it's probably somewhere between the Civil War and the 1870s. Maybe the 1880s. I'd say 1860s to 1880s. Probably late Civil War period to 1880s or so. It's every bit of 150 years old. But you can, like I said before, I showed somebody here. You can see where the dye is actually into it. Like, okay, that's the only imperfection in this. If you look, you can see where the dye actually went into it. See the blue here? You can see where it's dyed into. So, I mean, this was actually done back then like that. So, somebody had some fancy a beer crock back then. It's pretty wild. I ought to just try to maybe go to an auction hall with it and see if I can't sell it for some crazy price, because I've never seen one like this. And salt glazed crocks can bring some money. You'll find some common beer crocks that sell for, 25, 30, 40 bucks. I'm only asking 60 for an extraordinary one. I like the imperfections of the old stuff. Nothing's perfect about it, and I like it. And then the colors are just wild. But that's $60 buys that now. I've got over here, I want to show you for guys in Florida here. I showed this before the other day. Anybody heard of MegaCon? The Comic-Con in Florida here, called MegaCon and all that. But this was the first Miami Con. The first Miami Con in Florida. And it's a Jack Kirby cover. Yes, we sold a autographed Jack Kirby FF reprint #1 that was signed by him with COA. We sold it every day. That's a facsimile of his signature on the cover. But it was done in 1975. That's Michael Zeck's signature. That's a real Michael Zeck signature. Pretty cool here. So the story about this is, this was consigned, and then I had it returned. Yes. I had it consigned and returned. And I don't get too many returns. The whole thing was, I told him there was a situation where I said, just return every fucking thing. And I had this and several other items returned to me. There's no problems with this one. It is absolutely like spotless. Like, it looks like it was printed yesterday, but it wasn't. It's 1975. Somebody really loved this piece. It's extremely rare. The last one was sold that I have on record in 2014 or 15 at Heritage Auctions. And I didn't see the price on it, but I can tell you this much: anything before 2018 is irrelevant, though. I mean, the market's changed so much. But I would take 150 on this. That's the very first Miami Con. See, welcome to Miami Con 1. It's the very first one. If someone's really interested, I will take it out, open it up, and show it to you. It's pretty cool. It's got pretty good photos and information inside from back then. Some cool advertisements and stuff. But that's the very first. That's Jack Kirby art. Michael Zeck signed it. There were a bunch of people at this, big names at this convention back then, though. It's pretty badass, though. I mean, Kirby did that's amazing work. I'd love to have who wouldn't like to have the original of that? Again, talk to me. And I can do combining, like, I'm making this up, okay? Like, say you wanted one of those Marylands I just showed you. You said, hey, what would you do if you sold me this with that? I'll combine. Talk to me. So, the more you know. Like Cuban stuff? That's a real Cuban 20 centavos. It's about the equivalent of a U.S. quarter. It's silver. It's 90% silver. I have that. That's really rare. It's 1916. It's 1916. Got that. And I have a Cuban $50. That's 1915. Cuban 40 centavos. You cannot buy these on eBay. Okay, so you're going, I'll just march and go to eBay. You can't. They won't let you sell these on eBay. Because of the whole stupid, the whole stupid embargo thing. I'm going, oh, okay. Yeah, you're really showing Fidel Castro about banning people from buying, shit that wasn't even part of the revolution. That's pre-revolution, but that's 1915. It's 90% silver, just like U.S. silver coins. But that's Cuba. It says República de Cuba, 1915. And this one, and that's a 40 centavos. It's a 40 centavos, 40 cent. 40 centavos, 40 centavos, 1915 Cuba. Really rare. I would take 40 on that one. And I would take 25 on the 1916 20 centavos. Go do your research on them. Pretty rare pieces. Or if you wanted the pair, I can do the pair. Republic de Cuba. I need to brush up better on my Spanish. I can't speak Spanish well, but I can understand a Spanish conversation. Like if John Alvarez and somebody are talking Spanish around me, I'll understand what they're saying, because I've sat there before and said, told them exactly what they said in the conversation, like just different people I'm talking about. Because I spent a lot of time in Latin America, so. But yeah, I would do the pair, 40, 25, 65. You want the pair for 50. The pair for 50. That you'll make money clear on the pair there. So boom, done. The Spanish real, the piece of 8, it's 1787. These were legal tender in the United States. I'm going to show you how big it is. That's about close to the size of a U.S. half dollar. Ooh, eclipses it. It's huge. It's like, this is actually larger diameter than a U.S. silver dollar. That's 1787. That would be right there. I would take 150 for that. It's got chop marks on it. Yes, it does. You're like, why has it got chop marks? Because that's proof that it was on the Silk Road in the Orient. The Orient, sounds bad. No, it was what it was called. It was the Oriental Silk Road, the silk trade. These are chop marks, where the different vendors, different merchants, put struck their mark on it to see if it was counterfeit. Because back then they counterfeited this stuff. Back then, this is a real one. This is not counterfeit. This is 90% silver. It's 1787. It's a little bit larger diameter than a U.S. silver dollar. It's got the reeded. It's got the like the little designs on the edges. It's got King Carlos in the front. The back has the Straits of Gibraltar. The Pillars of Hercules. It's got the Pillars of Hercules, the Spanish crown, and the Spanish crest. The world crest, the crown, and the Pillars of Hercules. Those are the Pillars of Hercules there. I'd take 150 for that. I'm trying to get a good angle. This is a new camera. I think I got there. There you go. God damn you, motherfucker. Camera, you're fired. Okay. Anyways, it's a gorgeous piece. Guaranteed satisfaction, your money back. I'd take 150 on that beauty. And the chop marks, people collect them with the chop marks because this provenance. Because, again, that's been on the Silk Road. Somebody back in the day, this went to major ports all over the world. And these were legal tender in the United States until 1787. All right. I showed that. I got a few other things. If people are interested in ball cards, I got ball cards. Bobby Witt, one of the hottest young players in baseball. Rookie cards, Fernando Tatis rookies. I got Ohtani rookies. Talk to me. I got Jackson Holiday rookies. That stuff, You guys aren't giving me any feedback. Talk to me. Saying talk to me. I can make you a deal. And the more I come on here, I know the more that I bring my crowd back, because I'm trying to. Everybody's like, we keep switching platforms. Yeah, I do. I've kind of went into a retreat mode, because you get on Whatnot, and they have the Whatnot is one of the more biased platforms where it is Whatnot they're fair to their sellers when it comes to returns and shit. I like where Whatnot makes it easy for me processing orders. Like I don't have to chase people down for payments, and I don't have to generate. I don't have to go and type in or hunt people down or type in addresses. It's already on the shipping labels. Whatnot generates that. I like that, but what I don't like is where they profiteer off giveaways. So I could go and give away this coin on Whatnot and do a giveaway, and they're going to charge me $3.90 to ship this to somebody. When I could put this in a mailing envelope, like a letter envelope, for 60 cents, whatever the current postage stamp price is, and ship it. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And they're making money on that. That's wrong. I mean, but you shouldn't be making money on U.S. postage. Somehow that sounds illegal. But that's not my biggest thing. One of the things is with coins like this I can make a profit on coins on there because my percentage is only like 7.9% total for coins. Comics is higher. I think it's like 14, 15%. And I'm like, by the time that I bought, because everybody's still trying to sell their shit at pandemic prices, the buyers who got stuck buying shit during the pandemic. And I can't buy shit for that. People go, well, Pete, you don't have a big stock. And I'm going to go, yeah, thank God. Thank baby Jesus that I didn't get stuck with 10 Hulk 181s buying them at fucking sky mile high fucking prices. I turn it and burn it. Now I have certain things I collect, and you can see it back here. Where my finger's pointing right there. That's one of Charlie's Angels when she was probably around 19 years old. She's leaning on one of those like parking meter things at a beach. It's pretty hot. That's a rare magazine there. I got a UFO magazine behind Caitlin Fairchild from Gen 13. There's a bunch of shit up there. There's a lot of shit stacked up there. And that's my daughter right there I'm pointing at. That's a rare Marilyn photo where she's looking in this mirror and it's like 5 different mirror images of her and she's staring into the mirror. It's pretty wild. I got rare books back there. Talk to me. I've got postcards. I'll bring that out in a second. I've got a box of postcards that I would let go. If somebody, Amy, you might like this. I got a big shoebox right back here where my thumb's pointing. And so the shoebox of postcards, and I let it go real reasonable, came from a woman. She was a call girl, but she wasn't more like standing on a street corner call girl. Wouldn't you say she was more of an upscale call girl? Wouldn't you say, Susan?
Courtesan, yeah.
Yeah. What was her name?
I would say courtesan.
What's courtesan?
Super high-end call girl.
Anyways, all these guys from all over the country were fucking sending her letters. I got this in the box. I'll bring out just a second. This is fucking cool. I love postcards. So you guys, I collect them. I have my own collection. I love fucking postcards. Like here's one I like. This is a picture of Rob Dinger and his family. Mars, Pennsylvania. It says welcome to Mars. Dinger, and then posed for that back then for the BBC, British Broadcasting Channel. And Dinger and his family were on there. And, I really think the world of Dinger. I really like Dinger. He makes good sloppy pizza over in Cadiz, Ohio. Him and Kevin Knight still take warm showers in the middle of the night together. But, yeah, really cool. Welcome to Mars. I like that where they've below Mars, it says it's supposed to say Pennsylvania, but they whited it out. It was some movie they shot. And I'd love to find the movie, wouldn't we, Susan? With the strange-looking alien, Susan?
Yeah.
On the postcard. But there was a movie. It tells about it in the back. Costumes used by British Broadcasting Company in the filming of the Vikings trip to planet Mars in 1976. Pictures were taken in Mars, Pennsylvania. So there is a Mars, Pennsylvania. That's pretty funny. You can see someone's house back there. That's Dinger's house. You didn't know that? Dinger used to live in Pennsylvania, and they posed. They came outside their house, and that's Dinger and the wifey and the kids. There they are. They're right there. What do you think, Dinger? What do you think there, Pizza Man? You give me a free roll for plugging your business right there. You see something on the wall, then talk to me. I got stuff up there. I got Russian Maryland Playboys. I have a little bit of everything. I can't communicate with you. I don't know what you're looking for. I'm not at the comic book shop tonight. So there you could go and say, I'd like Gen 13 number 7. And more than likely, Rick's going to have 10 copies of it because he has over 250,000 books. I'm a little bit more limited. Most of the stuff I have is niche or niche, whatever you want to call it, niche. But these are cool. Let me see. Now I'll get the postcards out because these are cool. I wanted to bring them out. I was talking about ball cards real quick. Just wanted to show you so you didn't think I was full of shit. And I got some vintage football too. I don't really have any modern football. That's That's a top certified Topps Chrome autograph of Pete Alonso's rookie slugger for the. I think he's going to be the modern day Mark McGuire without the steroids. But that's his rookie card. It's a top certified autograph, like it came in the pack autograph like that. That's his autograph, Pete Alonso. I got Red Sox stuff too, AIM. I've got. I tell you right now, this is going to be the next big face of baseball. Is Jackson Holliday? Oh, he's in a slump. He's 20. He just turned 20. Most guys don't make it to the majors. Hell, a lot of them never make it to the majors. And this guy is 20. I mean, he's right around the same age as Ken Griffey when he made it to the majors. I mean, and none of those guys, Griffey, Vladimir Guerrero, all of them. Mike Trout did horrible. I think he batted like 211 his first year, 220 his first year. Mike Trout did, the god of baseball. So people give this young guy a break, but that's his refractor rookie right here. That's his refractor, and that's his regular chrome. But I have Jackson Holliday for the Orioles. He was #1 prospect in baseball. This is a yellow numbered to 75, Bobby Witt, Bowman Chrome, Mojo refractor prospect card. And then I got a Bobby Witt Bowman's Best rookie card autograph, top certified autograph, Bowman's Best. Got a lot of stuff. So, I'm not running. This is the rare photo variation for his SP for his top Series 2 rookie for Bobby Witt, PSA 9. I have a lot of stuff. So, baseball, I got Ohtani. You're looking for older cards. Tobacco, Hall of Famer right there, Rube Waddell. The craziest son of a bitch in baseball history right there. Look up Rube Waddell. His last name is spelled Waddell. Some bitch would run out of the stadiums chasing fire trucks. Fucking, it's all sorts of wild stuff. Deacon Jones. Is it Deacon Jones? No. Deacon Felipe. No, that's Deacon Jones is a football player. That's Deacon Felipe. But these are 1909 to 1911. That one's 1910. Piedmont cigarette out in the back. This one's Sweet Caporal in the back. This is much more expensive. Lower grade than the other one, but that's Hall of Famer there, Rube Waddell. He was one of, when Ty Cobb named at his time, back when Cobb had was about to retire, he was named the best pitchers of his era, and that was one of the top 3 pitchers he named was Rube Waddell back then. If Ty Cobb said you were fucking a great pitcher, that said something. So this is cool. I'm going to show you this. And I got some Carson City silver dollars I can show you. So I want to show you. They come in the original government issue case with the COA from the U.S. government with the serial numbers. Some are more expensive than the others. All of them are fairly expensive. So I have Morgans. I have Carson City Morgans here. Boom. I got like 5 of them. I got varying prices on them. No one's talking to me. Of the 5 people in here, can at least one person that's not a coward say something? I mean, come on. Sack of balls for fucking $5, please. Yeah. Yeah. Or are you just 5 strangers who don't know me? Or some sociopath that I know that likes to like not say anything? You shouldn't call people sociopaths. Shut up. All right, guys. What's up? You want to talk to me? I've been on here for 45 minutes. Yeah, I can hear, and no one's talking back. I just came on. What you guys sent me messages saying you missed me and you wanted me on YouTube, and a bunch of people were like, "Oh, I don't like you. I don't like whatnot. Oh God, I don't like whatnot." Did I not hear that, Susan, a lot?
Yeah.
Kicking and screaming. They didn't like whatnot. Oh God, I don't like whatnot. Oh, I don't like whatnot. And I'm like, okay, baby, I'll go to fucking I'll go over here to YouTube again. And then they don't show with YouTube. So you got to come. You know, talk to me. Are you here to buy something? Or are you just here to milk your nipples at me or something? I have no idea. I don't think Courtney is here. Amy would have said something to me already. Wakey, wakey, free range eggs and turkey bakey. But yeah, and I've had that since I was 10. And I've dug that when I was a kid by hand. It's pretty big size. I got big hands. It's got pretty big mitts. So, anyways, I'm going to show you this real quick. I'm going to turn the camera down so people can see. Yeah, you see my medicine ball down there. Hey, that son bitch right there, I have used for punishment on kids that I coached in wrestling. So, little history on that one there. Little history on the medicine ball right there. I'm still getting used to this camera again. This isn't the same camera I used back in Virginia. That medicine ball there I had back when I was fighting pro MMA. That thing has turned to concrete. It's been like that for a while. Not total concrete. It's just really the sand's gotten heavy, thick. And when the guys at practice would be fucking up in their warm-ups and shit, or in practice they're wrestling like shit, I'd make them take that medicine ball and play catch of me. Like, I'd take the medicine ball like so. I'd take the medicine ball like so, and just boom, throw it back and forth. I got to throw it from the chest, boom, and throw it to the other guy. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, but this son of a bitch is heavy duty though. But yeah, anyways, freaking my guys would start they would start begging me, please, no, anything but the medicine ball, because they knew that this was gonna be worse than being like live wrestling and shit. Because you can do all sorts of exercises with the medicine ball. I do a lot of them. You can see them in some of my workout videos. Here, Jake. You gonna say hi to the audience? You gonna say hi to the audience, damn it? Jake's first appearance on YouTube, and wow. Jake, you're a fucking superstar, buddy. Out fucking standing. Still here, okay. This is cool. So, what'd you call the, Amy probably knows what it is too. What was the name of that kind of prostitute you called it?
Cortisone?
Like cortisone, a shot you get?
No. Like courtesan.
How you spell that?
Courtisan, I believe.
Oh, a courtesan. I thought, okay, you talk fucked up millennial language. But anyways, it's all sorts of postcards and letters in here, shit. Some of them are unused, but it came from one person. I can tell you that. See, it's a mixture in here. But I'd lit the whole box. I'd lit the whole box of postcards, and it's got to be. There's letters and postcards in here, mixture, and there are old ones in here too. Some of them are real photo postcards. Like this one's real old. This one's North Carolina. It's one of those that opens up like an accordion. I'd lit the whole box. I'd give AIM. I'd give you first dibs on if you wanted to, and we would do pirate ships, so we'd make sure that you get the best deal on shipping. If you wanted the whole box, I'd let the whole box go for $40. That's really fair. Some of these, like I could probably stick that on eBay and get. See, it opens up like. So these were all over the. Hey, what's up, Ben? These were all over the world. You know, like these people would go and that's written on there. So see, that's I like that though. New York. I can't read that good. New York something. But, and if anybody else, you know, Amy, you pass on these, that's fine too. But otherwise, like these are some pretty cool pieces though. Like I said, all over the damn place. If you like that's just one piece in here. It's interesting what this some of the letters, because Susan went through and read some of them, and these guys are all like, "I miss you." Let me see. I think this is one. These are a couple of them here. I'm surprised you didn't take that one, Susan. It's a horse race.
What's that?
Sand Hills Race Meet, Pinehurst, North Carolina.
Oh, it was part of the collection with her though.
That's true. Hi is. Can you read this? You ain't got to come into view on the camera. I know you're not like super dressed or anything. You can walk over here. I'll hand it to you. I'm you know, Susan's in her PJs and stuff.
Yeah.
Some people wouldn't bother them, but it's a lot of shit in here though. I mean, these are early like linen postcards. Some of them are from North Carolina. Some of them from Virginia. Some of them are from Florida. There's Lake George, and they've written on the back there for postage. But I'd sell the whole entire shoebox for $40 a year. Like I said, I showed you that accordion one, but that one's 1939.
She's saying she's had a perfect time and wish you would be here.
What he was saying? What? Read that one here. This one here, where it's at Lake George. Is it? What's she saying on that one here?
Basically saying she had a perfect time and the recipient she wishes was there with her.
Oh, so she's writing the recipient, telling that recipient that she wishes he was there with her.
Yeah.
But she was a courtesan, prostitute, high end. Oh, residence of Jean Harlow, celebrity, movie star Jean Harlow, and it's written on the back. And I believe that's her again. That one was sent to Washington. No, let me see. Washington, North Carolina, I think. I'll let you read that one too. Anyways, all over the Hotel Cleveland. Shit, is that the Francis Scott Key Bridge or whatever? Let me see. No, I'm joking. Cooper River Bridge, Charleston, South Carolina.
This one's basically saying she's thrilled with her grades. She's enjoyed her time at Lake George and that she loves Bobby.
She has a lot of different guys she loves. There's a lot of different guys she loves. And like this one here is, let me see what this was from. That was Miami, Florida. She was all over the place. So she would travel and stay in these places, and basically guys basically would court her. Is what's going on here. But that's Miami, though. It's pretty cool.
This one says, still having a lovely time. Leaving about Wednesday from here. Be good, Lex.
Be good. They're from up north. That's how people say be good. They say be good. A lot of people say that up like in New York. Where's that out of? Was that out of like New York or something?
I'm not sure. Take a look.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure of that. Yeah. What's this one? Battle of Brandy Station fought between Union and Confederate forces August 20th, 1862. It's not 1862, but that was early. That's probably like the 20s, 30s. It's probably 1930s. Lenin postcards are 30s and 40s, actually. Yeah. That's a Civil War battle there. And I like it when they're posted on the back. Fuck everybody. I like Speed, North Carolina. Her name was Maggie Farmer, or what is it? Parker? Was that what her name?
Emily Seville.
Huh?
Isn't it Miss Emily Seville?
Oh, it's Miss Emily Seville. Okay.
And then this one's basically some lady named Miss Kelly giving a family update. Something about people are sick. Hope you're doing well.
So yeah, I got a bunch of these in here though, guys. I mean, they're all over the. I mean.
Oh, there are a bunch of them. They're a trip to read.
I mean, they're a trip to read. I've got a ton of postcards here though. What's this one here? World famous Hollywood Boulevard on a premiere night, Hollywood, California. Greetings from Hollywood. 1945. Let me see. My mom wasn't even born yet. It's postmarked from Los Angeles. That's Hollywood, California. 1945. My mom wasn't even born yet. That's basically 45. Shit. That's 79 years old, guys. That's 79 years old. There's a ton of this in here, guys. I mean, it's a ton in here. And like, if you're not interested, I'll just put it back away. I just wanted to show some people some pretty badass history. This one here is Coast Guard Station, Virginia Beach, Virginia. That's cool. Coast Guard Station, Virginia Beach, Virginia. You know what, Susan? I'm probably going to go through these myself. I may save some for these. Look, guys, last chance. All right.
You'll have a blast reading them, I know you.
I'm just going to, I haven't had time to go through them. I'm just going to keep them, okay? Would you come back and focus, goddamn you motherfucker? It's fucking computer things like the fucking monitors like, fucking specially challenged retarded. You know, I'm too void of stupidity or friggin' not friggin' focus incorrectly. There we go, guys. So you see some more Maryland stuff at the top. Now, I know a lot of you comic guys aren't attracted to women. I know a lot of you comic guys, you know, don't find women attractive. And so a lot of the women stuff I know you don't collect. So, you know, I could try to find some stuff with men on it for you or something, you know. Here's some spider dick. You know, that's an 8.0 copy. That's Amazing Spider-Man 121. It's a nice 8.0 copy. It's a beautiful, beautiful. They say copy in the comic world, but it's an original. But it's a nice 8.0 example of an original Amazing Spider-Man 121. The comic world like to use that word copy. In the antique ballpark business, that's not a good word to use. It's an 8.0 example. I've shown it. I've taken this out on Whatnot and showed it off. It's gorgeous. Death of Gwen Stacy. It's a major key in the Spider-Man comic book world. That would be a $350 buy it now. And again, you know, if someone said, hey, the Miami Con program and that, you know, or the thing versus Hulk fight, you know, what if we combined that stuff, you know, or whatever, you know, talk to me. I mean, I'm not offering mincemeat here, but I'm also not getting feedback. I mean, you got Ianella fucking probably sitting back, massaging his nipples in New York, fucking looking at me like I'm gonna wait until he's desperate. But yeah, Caruso sent me a message the other day. Said he's not going to be back at our auctions. He said, you know, now that you've left now that you're not on Whatnot, and you're on YouTube, I don't want you no more. He said that. Yeah, yeah. He only fucking associates with rich people from Palm Springs. He said that all the people from Melbourne, Florida, were trash. I'm like, woke not, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, you guys, talk to me. You know, I've shown some coins. I've flashed you ball cards, and everybody's doing the massage and nipple thing. I've shown some Maryland stuff. I showed you a salt glazed crock jug. I've got some other things behind me here. I even showed a Morgan dollar. I don't know what you guys are wanting. I mean, I can't come through the screen and give you a blowjob or something. There's Alvarez here. He just showed up. What's up, man? Well, I'm showing people shit, and they're like staring at me, and you can hit the rewind and see the things I've shown. If somebody wanted a payment plan, right now, I know times are tough. I'd work out with that. If somebody, you know, said, hey, I don't get, Palm Beach folks are pieces of shit. And Caruso is one of them. But, yeah, that's the first. Did you know, Alvarez, that's the first Miami Con program signed by Michael Zeck. It's a Jack Kirby cover, though. That's 1975. That was the first Miami Con here in Florida. That was the first Miami Con. I haven't really advertised it. If I don't sell it tonight, I'm going to get it graded by CGC because I have a few things I was going to send in to them. They don't see this one too often. Because I talked to somebody on the phone from CGC the other day, and they're like, because we'd love to see that one because the last one, I believe, on census sold at Heritage Auctions like 2015 or something. It's beautiful condition too. That's $150 buy it now. And like I said, we can combine. Someone's like, hey, what if we put these two together? Okay, we can have a different price, you know, that kind of thing. You know, talk to me. You know, I've got Maryland stuff behind me here. I've got some Italian and French ones, you know, Russian ones and stuff like that. That's US there. The one that says C, it's a super high grade. You know, talk to me. I can't, you know, I showed off a Spanish 8 real earlier, 1787. That's pretty badass. 1787, that's $150 BIN. That's a real colonial Spanish. It's a little bit larger than a US silver dollar. It's 90% silver. Well, it's silver like 29 an ounce. This is worth more than melt. You know, I showed off a little bit of everything here. Beautiful ring here. It's got different jewels in it. You know, it's got topaz, peridot, garnet, citrine, amethyst. That's a beautiful ring here. That's 10 karat gold. There's women's rings and then there's father's rings. This is a father's ring. I ain't crazy about this camera. This camera eats dick. So I'm trying to show shit off one here and it's blurry, Susan. Now you can see the stones better. citrine, topaz, amethyst, peridot, ruby, garnet, emerald green. But those are real stones. Those are authentic, real, like semi-precious stones. It's an Indian head ring, and it's 10 karat gold men's. It's I believe it's 7 3/4 size, and it weighs about close to a half an ounce. I think it was like 0.47 ounces, and I would let that one go. If somebody's interested in that one, I'd let it go for 150. That's probably less than melt. I don't know. It's 10 karat men's gold, and it's hella beautiful. It really is. It can only fit on my pinky. I like it. I've worn it. Okay, so I don't wear shit. Okay, I wear nice stuff. I wear nice shit on my. This one's for sale. That one's more expensive. That's a 1912 2.5. It's a real $2.50 gold U.S. gold coin from 1912 because we used to use real gold in our change. But that's the incused Indian head gold coin. I don't get this and why the fucking camera. I don't remember this camera being that bad. Is there something I do on this to make it better or something? Does it like a really? Yeah. We're gonna end up firing this motherfucker. There you go. It's better there now. There's a 1912. It's $2.50 men's Indian head gold coin ring. And the coin itself is 22 karat, 90% gold. The band is, I can look on my phone here. The band is, I don't know what you guys want to talk to me. If you just want to hang out, we'll hang out too. I'll just hang out and show shit to you. I can talk, hang out, whatever you want, guys. I don't give a fuck. I was talking about I have a folk art ship that was made by an inmate in Alabama, in a state prison in Alabama somewhere. But I can get the specific on what the state prison was, like which state prison it was and stuff. But it's an actual. It was made by an inmate with like scrap parts at the prison, but it's a pretty big size, like folk art ship. Like he did a real good job on it. But the inmate passed away. It was my friend's wife's uncle who was in the prison. He passed. They didn't have nowhere to put the ship, and she wasn't really into the ship or anything. And so they gave it to me. I have it sitting over there on my little gallery, and you know, I tell you what. When you come back in with Jake, bring me that ship, okay? No, Susan. Okay, go ahead. Take Jake out first, okay? Okay. I'm looking on whatnot to see the what I got for this ring on here, like the size. That way I don't have to sit there and go through fucking measuring the goddamn thing and shit. Shop. Well, it's not on there. Okay, I'll measure it right here. And for people after the show, if you saw something on here and I haven't sold it, hey, by all means, yes, I got jewelry. I can show it to you. You know, I can sell it after the show, whatever. But don't be thinking that you're coming at me like some fucking pedophile like Chris Hansen Dateline. They're gonna be like, "Sir, you didn't sell it on the show, little boy. How about I give you some candy and I buy it for you half price?" You know, that's not gonna happen. You know, I'm not desperate. Don't class me that way. This one's like a 9 1/4. That's like a 9 1/4. It's 1912. That's a $2.5. That's a $2.5. That's a $2.5 U.S. gold coin set in a 14 karat men's band. I would let that one go for $850. You can go cry you want. Gold is like almost $2,400 an ounce, and it's going up. But I'd let that go. I'd let that go for $850 BIN. It's a $2.5 U.S. gold coin. It's 22 karat gold, 90% gold. It's 9% gold, 22 karat, same difference. And the band is 14 karat. The coin in the center is 22 karat, 90% gold coin. I'd let that go. You can see the reverse with the eagle on the back. And yes, I will end up getting a different camera for this fucking place because I'm not happy with this one. Yeah, anyways, boom. And yeah, Palm Beach folks are snobs. They're pieces of fucking work. You guys talk to me. That's 150. That's 10 karat gold and weighs about 0.47 ounces. Has the gorgeous gemstones in it. Same precious gemstones. They call them father's rings. Like there's a mother's ring that's similar to this. The ones that the Indian heads are called father's rings. But a woman could wear it too. Plenty of women wear it, Indian type stuff. But it's marked 14 karat, beautiful piece there. I would do I'd do 150 on that. It'll come in a little box, just like so. Sure, bring me home, man. Let me put this back. Like I said, I've got other rings here too. Now, a lot of this stuff here, I can get you for a real good deal. It'll be closer to silver price and stuff. Bring it around this way. Don't be trying to reach it over the monitor, hon.
No.
That'd be an effing disaster. Would be. Would you come over here? Okay. Because you're gonna fucking knock shit over, hon. I mean, trying to be mean is just.
You would have just had to.
No, I would have. I don't want to reach over shit. No, I don't want to reach over stuff. I don't fucking want to reach over stuff. So this was actually made in a prison. That was actually made in a prison. Like an inmate made this, okay? So, like an inmate made this from scraps in the prison. And, this is handmade. Like he made that, someone serving hard time made this ship. A lot of nautical type folks down here in Florida did a damn good job. It's folk art. It's nautical. It has tied to prisons and stuff. It's not minty perfect. That could be fixed down there, okay? Cry about it. Yeah, the back part's broke there, but that can be fixed, okay? Act like or use discount where you get it for 90% off. That could be easily super glued back. That's easy. I mean, it's right there. Just someone did a bumperoo on it. You wouldn't even know it. In fact, it was probably put there like that, and they glued it originally. But yeah, this ship is folk art. Like I said, it was made it was in Alabama State Prison somewhere out there. I can get you the exact prison. I can even get you the inmate's name, so you have all that with it.
Are you saying it's from the Alabama Slammer?
Yeah, it was from the Alabama Slammer. You want something that's a lot more interesting than a stupid New Mutants 98. Okay. For you losers who fucking have like some infatuation with Hulk 181, Hulk 181, Hulk 181. Okay. You have your guests come over and you bring out Hulk 181, then no one's going to give one fuck. Okay. Not one fuck. Okay. What they will give a fuck about is this is cool. This was made by inmate. What the fuck? Really? Dang, man. Let me see that. They'd be like, fuck, really? This is cool. Where at? And you go, oh, I can get you the name of the guy. I can get you the name of the inmate and what prison he was at. I don't have it here with me right now, but I can get you the name. They'd be like, shit, really? That's really cool. So it was made by this inmate at this prison? Yeah. In Alabama? Yeah. State prison? Yeah. Cool. So yeah, they made that by hand. I'd let that go. And we will make sure this is packed. I mean, like, secure. Susan has a reputation. She packs most of the stuff here. On Whatnot, people are constantly sounding their bomb-proof packing.
Yeah, I pack it is better than Fort Knox.
It is, but she packs it better than Fort Knox. But I'd let this go. I think 150 is a fair asking price. Mm-hmm. Shit like this on eBay, I see selling for $500-600. I don't want to sell on eBay. Want to sell on eBay because I fucking don't have enough money to pay that many fucking mental health counselors, and I don't want to go to jail for myself for beating the shit out of somebody that's on eBay. That's these fucking trolls.
Pete has something that's almost as fragile and big that I packed up, moved 800 miles from Virginia to Florida.
What, hon?
Your boat.
Oh yeah, well. So yeah, anyways, that would be 150 BIN. And someone talked to me. I mean, you'd be like, hey, I don't like your price. What about this price? Okay. What kind of payments do I take? I take Venmo, Cash App, Zelle. I take Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, and Facebook Messenger checkout. And I do Google Pay as well. So I do Google Pay. So, but I don't fuck with Google Pay too much. I mainly just use that at the cash register if I'm buying something quick with my phone, the Google Pay thing. But I'm sure we can figure that out. But Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, or Facebook Messenger checkout. But I would do, like I said, and talk to me. You'd be like, hey, would you take 100? Well, I don't know. What about 125? I don't know. How about 110? And it kind of works like that. I mean, you can see this was like well thought out. He did a damn good job. Like this, that can be easily glued back. I mean, I'd give you a little discount on that. Shit, I could probably get Susan to glue it for you. I mean, how hard would that be, Susan?
Probably not hard.
No, it won't be hard at all. She could probably glue it back and make it look better than the guy did it. But yeah, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead. Hey, can you help me out here?
Yeah.
Help me. I'm stranded. I'm pretty sure if we put this marketplace and you fix that up like that,
yeah,
and do a few things, fix it. I'm sure you have no problem moving that.
Mm-hmm. That or Etsy.
Etsy, because like I said, go look up folk art that's done by inmates. It's a premium.
Oh no, that wouldn't be hard to do.
When you put that shit back, bring me my gun.
Okay.
Not a real gun, guys. I'll freak. Oh, a gun. Ooh. Ooh. School shooting. Ooh.
Cletus.
Ooh, help me. Ooh. Gun skill. Whatever. The same idiots be like, don't smoke, but they'll be drinking they'll be drinking regular Pepsi and eating Big Macs. Right. Don't smoke, don't smoke. Hold your breath, don't smoke. And I don't smoke for the record, but I support people's right to smoke. My mom, smoking killed her. And you want to know something? That's her prerogative. Like that song, it's my prerogative. I'll do what I want to do. It's my prerogative. Anyways, pretty cool. So this is a prop gun. That's actually a folk art prop gun from, God damn it, Lost in Space. It's not from the set, but it's a faithful reproduction of a prop gun. And he said they use bottle caps. That's an actual fucking bottle cap. they did a really good job. It actually, the last time I tried this, it actually, the front of it didn't work. You see? Yeah, there you go. You know, I'd sell this for $2. What do you want? Something boring? I mean, I can go get you tomorrow a fucking 10 copies of dumb New Mutants 98. You know, this is badass. This is the one I used in my promo video when I was like, you know, the one I'm screaming about peddling Pete's auctions and be there or nowhere. And I'm sounding like a straight loser and shit. That's fucking the one, but yeah, pretty badass. You know, carry that around with you at a Comic-Con. You'll get some attention. You'll probably get one of those girls that's like the girls or guys that play the fairies to fucking blow you in the bathroom at the fucking convention center or something because you have a little fucking a big gun, you know, going around. You're like, look at my gun. Would you like to get some action? Fucky. Fucking, oh. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. Like you can see that's all like, you know, it's imperfections. I like that in folk art, you know. It's actually like PVC tube. Oh, it's not fucking. It's not officially licensed Marvel. Like, shut the fuck up. Go back to Boringville. Okay, I'm lost in space right now, fuckers. Let me see here. Get a better view of this shit. I'm having fun, guys. So if you don't like what I'm doing, from the bottom of my heart, fuck you. Way all the way over. So there's two buttons. This thing has like a battery over here thing, and I think the wire's loose. It's why it's not making the noise. That can be fixed, okay? Someone can reattach the wire. I haven't had time for that, okay? But yeah, pretty damn cool. Great for poses. I'll use some of this for my promos. Yeah. Anyways, I know you guys are making monkey faces and shit and probably spitting out your tapioca while I'm fucking talking to you. Like dribbling down your chin and shit. Fucking just wanted to show you something cool, something different. It's like, here, dish your pond or that, where you're stroking your 181 or something. The school teachers say that that's dangerous. I don't know if I like that Peddling and Pete guy. You had a ray gun on there. He's promoting violence. I'm like, well, I'm a violent guy. There's no doubt about it. I am violent. There's no doubt about that. Okay. So what are you desperate motherfuckers want me to show you? I mean, goddamn. I mean, talk to me. There's this is a Peruvian silver dollar here from 19 and 15. That's Peru. That's Peruvian. It's the same size, dimensions as a Morgan or Peace dollar. That one's 1915. That's a Peruvian 1 peso. Or no, 1 sol. They call it a sol. That's Peruvian though. I would take 40 for that one. Hey, it's not melt. Well, god damn it. It's a 1915 Peruvian silver dollar. This is low mintage. But I'd take 40 on that one. It's 90% silver. You know, silver's like 29 an ounce. And it weighs an ounce at 90% silver. Weighs an ounce, it's 90% silver. It's 1915. It's pretty badass design on that. But I would take 40 on that. And I'll show you a couple other things. You're like, oh, this is boring. I don't see a Hulk 181 yet. And I'm like, from the bottom of my heart, fuck Hulk 181. Okay? Fuck that book. I wish that book never fucking existed. Okay, I even ate one on a live fucking feed one night. Fuck Hulk 181. Okay? And fuck all the people who worship that book. But yeah, anyways. I'll show you this. What are you showing me here, Uncle Pete? Oh, I'm going to bring in this. This is cool. This is a real cast iron piece of history here. And it's the real McCoy. How do I know where's the real McCoy? Because I said it's real, goddamn you. That's why. Hey, sir. I can't stand people do it to me in public. They're like, sir, let me get my attention. Sir. I had this dumb bitch do it the other day. And she was like, sir. So I go, cunt. I was like, I'm like, you know, it's just off-putting when someone does that. Sir. Like, I'd rather them just call me a dick and be done with it. Anyways, real cast iron wagon. It's missing the barrels. It comes apart like so. Boom. It has the cast iron men here. You know, they come off at the ass. They little spikes in their buttholes. Little penis inserts into the holes here. Old cast iron toy with the cast iron horses. And the real McCoys. You can see they're split construction. They've had a few years of use on them. Pretty badass. I would and it's heavy, but I mean, Power Ship will get this shipped up. We can get it shipped out at a really good price. If somebody's interested, I would sell. Susan, what do you want for your cast iron horses here in buggy? But these are the Clydesdales, right? She wants $75 for this, and I think that's a steal. This is early. Well, yeah. You can buy the barrels. You can buy they sell. You can buy barrels on eBay. It's antique genuine ones. Well, that's why you're getting for 75 and not 250. You know, if the whole thing was perfect, complete, you'd be paying a lot more. And this is Peddling Pete's. I give you crazy deals. This would be, that right here would be, a $75 buy it now pirate ship. I'll make sure the pirate ship program's super cheap program through the USPS. Bam, right here. That's a $75 buy it now. No one else on the internet is going to offer this kind of price. I promise you that. Before Jesus Christ, the Easter Bunny, and Hulk 181. And Stan Lee. And Burt Dykes. And you're right. Anthony Caruso is a snob. Alvarez said that Anthony Caruso is a snob. I agree. He's primitive too. He's too. Well, he's. What's really weird is he's primitive, but he's a snob. He's in one of the things like Palm Springs or one of them weird places in Florida. That's like where all the fuck me nots live. For the record, I like Anthony Caruso, but I'm not sexually attracted to him. Caruso's sexually attracted to me, but I'm not sexually attracted to him. So that's too bad for him, but it's great for all the women that I'm sexually attracted to. But that's another story. Aquafina break, guys. And no, I'm not being endorsed by Aquafina here. I've shown you Lost in Space ray guns. I've shown you like prop ones, like actual folk art prop. I've shown you a whole shoebox full of fucking postcard correspondence from a fucking high-end hooker. I've shown you a Bruce Lee figure. I've shown you cast iron fucking horses back here with Clydesdales with the buggy. I've shown you goddamn inmate folk art sailing ships. I've shown you Spanish colonial silver dollars. I've shown you baseball cards. Talk to me here. I've shown you that beautiful salt glaze beer crock. That's about 1860s to 1880s. That's an original real deal there. That's an actual beer crock. I've never seen one with a swirl pattern like that. And it's actually stayed, it's actually dyed into the actual crock. You can see it. It's dyed into it. Pretty badass. Pretty hefty too. I would hate to get clobbered. Could you imagine getting clobbered with this crock in the head, Susan?
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, Susan was going to hit me with this crock in the head. I'd listen to whatever the fuck she had to say. I'd be like, what do you want, hon? What do you want? What do you want? You want me to marry you? You want me to fucking sign over an insurance policy? What do you want? And she's threatened that kind of shit on me before. I've had to call social services on her fucking girl so many times because she does elder abuse. And Amy's on here. Courtney Vale, she's on here. She knows because I've had to call Amy and tell her about Susan. And this is a cast iron train thing, okay? It's like a tchotchke piece, a prop, but it's an older one. And you can hang it on the wall. You can set it as a doorstop. What do you think this is? More like a doorstop or something? Maybe you can set it on a mantle too. That's the back of it, okay? That's what faces away from people. For the people who have like a 80 or less IQ score, this part faces away. And you people who are new to me on here are like, hey, you said something mean. All right, babe. If it offended you, then it probably applied to you, okay? If it didn't offend you and you laughed, then you are smart like Susan and I, okay? So there you go. If it offended you, then you are the dumbass. If it didn't offend you and you laughed, then you're with me laughing at the dumbasses because dumbasses are fun to laugh at. Now you can see some of the age on that there a little bit. The top. But that's the original paint and all. It's a cast iron train. What did you want for that thing? 20 bucks?
Yeah.
20 plus shipping. Well, like I said, hell, you buy multiple things, we combine prices. Talk to me.
We use pirate ships too, so the shipping will be a lot cheaper.
Correct. We use pirate ships. So shipping's a lot cheaper than like standard USPS. We have an account with pirate ship. But yeah, on your mantle, that kind of thing. You know, combine things like that. Zippity doo dah, zippity a. My own fucking mind. What a wonderful goddamn day. People are like, he said goddamn. Yeah, I said goddamn. And I ask for forgiveness every day from baby Jesus. I'm not sure what the fuck this is here, but I'm getting it out. I ask baby Jesus for forgiveness every day. I'm a man of God. I won't apologize for it, and you'll never hear me like cuss God, but I'll say goddamn, like just like if I stub my toe and I say shit, I don't mean I'm taking a shit. Like if I fucking hit my fucking funny bone in my elbow and I say God damn it, I'm not really saying that to God. It's my fault. I did it, you know, but it's an expression. But I cuss a lot. For people who are offended, sincerely, I don't apologize. All right. So this here, really cool. This is bronze. Susan, I'm showing them off the it's like a Viking type menorah thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's like a Viking style menorah. It's antique. It's old. I mean, it's old. Like this thing's probably well over a century old. It's probably late 1800s old, but it's bronze. It's beautiful construction. I mean, it's early because you can see the candles aren't perfect, like symmetry. So, you know, they're. Have they made variations of this in the modern years? Yeah, they just like they've made variations of that cast iron dog beside my elbow here. Just like they've made cast iron variations of a lot of stuff. Yeah, this is an older piece though, and it's high quality bronze. It's got the little ring a ding ding thing on there. You know, I like the patina on this one. Susan, this was your purchase. She wants 125 on this, and I think that's no money. I say it's no money. These go for several $100s easily. She wants 125, but it's the real deal. I mean, you know, a piece of worship. It's a Viking. What do you call it? A Viking menorah?
Yeah.
A Viking menorah. So it's got 7 candles, candle holders on this. Talk to me. I mean, for crying out loud. But it's old assembly. The screws are flathead. So yes, I'm a nerd. I know a lot of this fucking shit like facts and all. Phillips head screws were created in 1937. That's when they were invented. They were patented in 1937. That's when they came out. They were really, you didn't really start seeing Phillips head screws until the very late 1930s. Like the Phillips heads mean the plus symbol. Like that's a flat. I gotta tell the millennials because they don't know. That's a flathead. Phillips head is the plus symbol. There's people who don't know, Susan. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck, they don't. It shocks me. But I mean, young people who don't even know how to use a fucking ruler. To me, that blows my mind. Like young people, I show them a regular clock, and they look at it, and it's like they're really struggling. I said, you really can't read that? I'm used to digital. I'm like, oh my effing God. Like, you know, Susan's pretty knowledgeable. She's better than the average millennial. She's smarter than the average millennial, kind of like Yogi Bear's smarter than the average bear. Hee Thinking, oh, I'm smarter than the average bear. Hee I did pretty good, didn't I? Yeah. I'm smarter than the average bear. Hee But no, for real though, freaking I've had to educate her on north, south, east, and west. I mean, I know you understand the concept, but I'm talking about the actual being able to tell when you're outside. And I've trained you on that. I tell you what, I'll save your effing life. Anybody that's going to listen to this video that's military or ex-military, I'll tell you, you don't know your fucking land now. You don't know north, south, east, and west. And depending on where you're at in this world, that can be the difference between life and fucking death. Absolutely. It's I actually knew that before I drove. I drove a car. I went in the military. I knew it before I went in the military. Anyways, but this be $125 BIN. It's good size. I'm fucking 5 feet tall and 5 feet wide, and this motherfucker's like as wide as my shoulders here. Nice weight to it. And we will do pirate ship on this, and it is an absolute gorgeous piece of antique history. It's kind of funny. I'll outdo most people working I'll beat probably the entire Smithsonian Institute staff on knowledge of antiques and stuff. I'll whoop their ass on it. My master's is in history museum studies. I've done this my entire life. I've been in the auction business and antiques business my entire life. I know my shit. You want to go archaeology? Go get some fucking stupid professor from a college. I'll whoop their ass in archaeology knowledge. Get them in. They want to go anthropology with me? They want to know? Get them ready. Yeah, well, they want to go on numismatic history with me? Get them ready. They want to go on history of bottles? I'm ready. I cut my teeth on fucking digging up old bottles. That one's Baines Ginger Ale. E.A. Baines, Petersburg, Virginia. I can tell you the history of that company. Yeah. I dug up bottles. I used to, as a young kid, so this is how dedicated I was as a kid. I had a fucking Nautilus smell detector, and I'd find out. I'd go to the courthouse, city hall, talk to the old folks in the area, the elders, and find out where the best places were, like where more than likely the battles had taken place during the Civil War and American Revolution. And I'd get permission, and I'd go and dig on these places because I'd go metal detecting. I also figured out through talking to the different local museums, this is me as a kid, where the Native Americans where they stayed at, and one thing I learned was the river was the interstates back in the day. So I went along the river, and I'd start after rainfall or low tide, the tides and stuff, because I lived in a tidal area. I'd wait for a tide to go low or creek levels to go low, and I'd get in digging, and I'd find arrowheads. Got some out of my personal. I'll show you. And if anybody wants to go on knowledge of arrowheads, I'll fucking whip their ass in that too. And they want me in a street fight, I'll whip their ass in a street fight. You know what I got in the showcase here? I didn't realize, Susan.
What's that?
The Little Dick Award.
Oh yeah.
I still have the Little Dick Award in here. You know who we'll give that to?
Who?
Alvarez.
What the fuck?
Alvarez, you're gonna get the Little Dick Award because your girlfriend said you had a small penis. She told me. She said you guys went to one of them fucking nightclubs. You guys got to the second floor. You got the security lets you go to the second floor. You got to the second floor, and you guys went into the bathroom, and she freaking you whipped it out, and she said, "Oh my God, that's too small. No bueno." That's what she told me. And you can tell me something differently. But this is information that I received. Now, she ain't snobby like Palm Beach folks. But, and that Viking manure here, about late 1800 solid brass, that's 125 BIN. We will do pirate ship program for you, okay? And the fucking the Clydesdales with carriage and the two cast iron guys, the whole cast iron thing there, that was $75 BIN. I got rings here. I got some other stuff I'll show off. I got Carson City Morgan dollars here. I've got 5 GSA Carson City Morgan dollars here. different dates, different prices. And no, GSA Morgans are Carson City Morgans are expensive. Even a wore out, beat up Carson City Morgan, you guys know what I'm talking about. No coins. Even beat up Carson City is a mint. Carson City, Nevada, during the big civil rush in Carson City in the late 1800s. Post-Civil War, like 1870s up through 1890s is when the mines dried out there. But they, Carson City Morgan dollars, even beat up ones, I'm talking that look like you can barely read it, go for like $100. I'm talking about, and that's a common date one. There's some of them that are so fucking rare, even wore out ones go for over $1,000. Like I'm talking wore out, like the equivalent of like a 0.5 comic that's been eaten up by the dog. So you guys probably, I have sold arrowheads on here before, and but this is my personal. This is shit that I found myself. This is a Kentucky quad point. That is about 1,400 years old. I found that one by hand in Kentucky. Expensive, yeah, a couple $1,000s expensive. Well, an arrowhead is an arrowhead is an arrowhead. No. We call them points because they had different purposes. There were spear points, there were arrow points for freaking birds, deer, etc. But really nice patina on that one. But yeah, that's a Kentucky quad point. That's about 14. That's about 1,400 years old. You're looking at there. It's brown and gray flint. It's a mixture of brown and gray flint, and that's really badass. This one came off my father's property in West Virginia, and that's a Clovis point. Hey, what's up there? Good to see you, Madhouse. That here you're looking at is over. That right there is upwards of 10,000 years old. It's huge. That came off my dad's property in West by God, Virginia. You're looking at one of the earliest types of spear points that you can find, and that's an amazing shape. And I found this one while my dad and I were fishing in West Virginia. I found it at where it's a dam. They got these locks up in. Well, there are locks all through the mountains in West Virginia along the rivers. But this is a Kanawha black flint. It's made of Kanawha black flint, and it's a Kanawha point here. The Kanawha Indians made. So I used to have quite a few of these. I'm not selling that anymore. I had 85 on that. But so what happened was my mother and I had a shop. And this is one of the last pieces I didn't sell. And not selling that, though. I don't think I want to because I found these. I had about, I'm not kidding you, in West Virginia alone with my dad. Like these are the last two pieces I have that involve me and my dad. I had probably over 150 different points that my dad and I found. And that was one of them. That was one of them there. That was one of them right there. This one I actually probably would sell. I mean, I found this one. You're not going to believe this. I found this one beside a porta potty along the Appomattox River in Virginia. And it didn't make sense to me, and I'll tell you why. Like I told you, this is a Kentucky quad point right here. Right? That's a Kentucky quad point right there. This one came from not far from that, like an Ohio River area. But it was found in Virginia. You're like, well, how'd that happen? Because natives traveled and they traded. And a lot of these tribes would meet up And they had swap meets, just like people have swap meets today. And they would bring their points and trade points and shit and stuff like that. They had their trades and stuff. So this was Fountain, Virginia. Pretty fucking badass. I like the Technicolor to it. You know, a different color flint in that one. How do I know it's not Virginia? Because that type of flint is not in Eastern Virginia. Because where I'm from, down there on the Appomattox River, is southeastern Virginia, getting toward we're Tidewater. This was Fountain Tidewater area, but this was Fountain. So who carried this? Who had this in Virginia was the Apatuck, the Appomattox Indians. When you hear about the Appomattox River or the surrender of Appomattox of General Lee's retreat, Appomattox, Virginia, where they did the surrender, because it's named Appomattox is named after like the Appomattox River, but that's all named after the Apatuck, the Appomattox like Indians. Anyway, this is here. So they at some point traded with one of the tribes up around the southeast Ohio area. That's an Ohio point. Really cool. I mean, I would potentially sell that. If somebody wanted that for $300, I would let them have it. I would let them have that for $300. It's really nice looking. Try to hold it like against something solid here. Pretty decent size. That one I would. No, the ones, like I said, my mother and I, Susan met me in my mother's shop in downtown Petersburg, Virginia. Did we not used to have like showcases full of arrowheads and shit?
Oh my God, they were everywhere.
Yeah, and this was the last one. When we auctioned off, we ran through an auction company and we auctioned off most of the contents of the shop, and we auctioned off the arrowheads and shit. And I pulled this one, and I said, you know, because I had some of them in there that were my dad's, that were my dad and I found together. But you can't keep every goddamn thing, guys. Okay, like I used to have 5-gallon buckets full of megalodon teeth. That's the only one I have from my childhood. I dug this when I was 10 years old. I'll never sell this. I've had people walk up and offer me $500 for this one. This wire wrap. I had it professionally wire wrapped and everything. I won't. They could offer me $5,000 right now. I wouldn't take it for $10,000. I found this when I was 10 years old. This motherfucker's on like my penis. It ain't fucking going nowhere. But yeah, anyways, gorgeous piece here. If you want a real piece of Native American history, guaranteed or your money back, that's a nice one there. And you can talk to me again. Prices, you know, are negotiable. The only price that's not negotiable is the one that you don't fucking talk to me about. But yeah, and it'll come in this nice Rikers case. They call these Rikers cases for the person that created them. Boom. It'll come in a nice little case like that. But yeah, anyways, I was showing you guys some points, but I'd like to get my hands on some more points to sell. You know, I wouldn't mind doing that because most of your arrowheads, you find them, it's just like, okay, a common piece or Morgan dollar. Your garden variety ones, you know, $30-$40, $35-$40 for just a common circulated Morgan piece dollar that's about a common date one, $35-$40 all day long. But you know, there are Morgans like the ones I have in these cases over here. They're Morgan dollars like these Carson City ones here. They're exponentially more. And it's the same with these. Like this one here, like I said, I misquoted the date. It's 14,000 years old. That's 14,000 years old. Man, I found that one as well, and near the water. So I was going to tell you, if you're going to look for arrow points or relics, whether it's early American relics, like for encampments, like military relics, look near waterways, small creeks, rivers, that kind of thing, because that was the interstate early, settlers, natives. That's how they travel, but they wash themselves, shit pissed in it, the whole 9 yards. That's where they, did a lot of their work. They, so you'll find, and one of the things is, did they build their tent right by the water? No, they weren't stupid. They would do it uphill somewhere, where they weren't going to be in a flood zone. They were smart. They weren't stupid. Natives, prehistoric people were smart. And I try to fucking tell people, don't listen to the damn mainstream, so-called mainstream education. These people were smart. They'd make sure that they weren't going to be potentially where the water was going to overtake their camp. But they would go down at the water and do a lot of their work. They'd be fishing down there, working on pottery, the whole 9 yards. And why were they near the water? Well, you needed water to make the pottery, right, Susan?
Yeah.
You needed water to make the pottery. So they naturally were down there. So you'll find a lot of shards of like ancient native pottery or even colonial pottery. A lot of them, people who are making stuff, they were going down near a waterway working. So you'll find stuff down near water. So lakes, streams, that kind of thing, river, near rivers, that kind of thing. Just make sure you have permission though, okay? Because you can get your ass in a lot of fucking trouble. I told this one guy, he thought he was slick, and here's what he did. He's one of these like, diggers. And this is in Virginia. He was going to the Petersburg. He was at nighttime. He'd wait at night, and when it was pouring down raining, not just a little bit of rain, when it was pouring down raining, like monsoon raining during the rain season, he would go, because during the winter in Virginia, it rains nonstop. In Florida, it's the opposite. It rains here in the summer nonstop. And he was going into the woods on the outskirts of the battlefield, and he knew these fat, lazy park rangers weren't going to be going. They weren't going to be going out in the woods looking for somebody when it's pouring down rain and it's like 30 degrees. So he would go. He knew some paths he could take. He'd turn his truck lights off, and he'd go and park his truck, and he'd go down to the streams where these different creek beds were in the battlefield, and he pitch black, dark. He would get these big 5-gallon buckets or whatever and just fill them with dirt. Like he couldn't see what he saw. He would just fill up the buckets full of just creek bed, and just get like he'd fill a whole truck bed up full of buckets. Like I'm talking, there'd be like 40, 50 buckets full of creek soot. Well, after a while, when the weather's better, right? These park rangers are seeing, how come all of this fucking, do you understand what I'm getting at, Susan? Yeah. Like, how come all this fucking creek bed is just so fucking like, and they could see someone clearly was digging in there, right? And they put 2 and 2 together going, well, that wasn't like that Thursday, and it wasn't like that Friday, and it happened on a weekend, and it was raining, and it looked like they did that at night, So they waited. And people talk. He did too much talking because he bragged to a number of people. I told him to cut it out. I said, I'm not a narc, okay? But I told him, you're going to get yourself in fucking trouble. His name was Richie. I said, Richie, you're going to get yourself in fucking trouble. Sure enough, did. Got his ass. He was down in there, and he went in that creek bed. And the next thing you know, it was like a football field. They lit him up with, and they park rangers in there, blue lights. They fucking sacked his ass. They raided his house. And so the way it works is if you're in possession of like ill-gotten shit from a battlefield, they'll go into your house and take everything that looks like it came from the battlefield and take it all. Does that make any sense at all? Because they don't know. How do you know? So they came and they fucking confiscated all this shit. Somehow, some way, he must have knew a judge or attorney. He didn't get jail time, but it was a heavy fine, and he's no longer here anymore either. That dude overdosed some fucking fentanyl. A Hopewell guy that overdosed on fentanyl, Susan. Does that surprise you?
No.
Okay, Hopewell, Virginia. But yeah, but anyways, he was fucking but he did. They got his ass, you know. But he was doing that shit. So, you know, get permission where you dig, or you can, you know, get your ass hemmed up. But yeah. Anyways, I was just, you know, going over that. But you know, just like metal detecting, you know, you go out, you can't just metal detect on any old beach. There's beaches that do not allow it, and they will arrest your ass for fucking illegally digging the places. And there's good reasons too.
Absolutely.
There might be a goddamn power line under the fucking ground, gas lines. Better know where the fuck you're digging, or you'll get your fucking wig smoked. You ain't gotta worry about the cops. You know, you ain't gotta worry about the law. It'll be the laws of physics. Cause your ass fucking hits a goddamn gas line, and it creates a spark, and your ass is gonna be fucking smoked.
Yeah.
Along with a lot of other people, unfortunately. You know? And people, like I said, if you're watching this video later on, you know, do I sell, you know, later on you see the video, you go, hey, does he still have this cast iron dog? I haven't even made a price on him yet. This is cool. This is a Sterling cigarette case. It's pretty cool. Sterling silver. The dog here, I'm asking 75 one, and I'm fairly firm on the price, just, you know, to show you. I mean, but it's old construction. It's the original. It's a real deal. You can see the patina, the wear on the feet, where it's just been. But yeah, you put a nut in there. Yeah, shit. If I pulled that as hard as I could, it would fucking break my finger. It's that strong. I guess someone's starting to hurt right now. Like, it could fucking shit up. Like, if I put something wood in it. All right, here's a pencil. Let's see. Let me see. Well, man, the pencil's a little small. The nuts are bigger. Let me see if I can get in front of there, maybe. It's doing a number. It did. It effed it up pretty good. But it cracks nuts. That's a small pencil. It's, you know, a nut's going to be a lot bigger, so it's going to really crack it good. But I'd go 75 on that. And like I said, we do power shipping. Like I said, if you bought this and the horses, I can give you a better deal. Or if you bought the horses, or you bought it with the Viking manure ship candle thing, I give you a better deal. So, you know, talk to me. This here I brought during my auctions back in the day, back when I used to be successful. And this is the Little Dick Award. It's an actual a real like it's a metal trophy topper, so it's old. Like, this is probably like fucking first half the 1900s old. It's probably like 1940s and earlier. It's old. Like, you see trophies from the 60s, and a lot of those are already going to be, a lot of them are plastic toppers. Metal toppers like this is old. It's heavy too. It's got some weight. Dinger, I was just talking shit on you earlier. God damn, man. Fucking, you just showed up. I mean, I was talking some bad shit on you, man. Really bad shit. But it's all good though. I know you still are sexually attracted to me though. Has anybody tried these Alani News or whatever? They're fucking amazing. And no, they're not sponsoring me. I need a sponsor, but Alani News. They're pretty fucking amazing. Anybody want hot girl magazines? I've got some Brazilian, Mexican, Greek Playboys and stuff. Talk to me. You know, I can make you a deal on that. Dinger, Alvarez got the Little Dick Award earlier. Now you get the Little Dick Award. He's got a little butt on him, too. Here you go. Ring a ding ding. Dinger's here. So I'm going to ding the bell for Dinger. Ding the bell for Dinger. Yeah, before fucking Biden came in office, I was real successful on the fucking sales, and everybody became cowards after Biden got in office. Everybody's like counting their pennies and rubbing their food stamps together, and they're like, "We're still gonna vote for Biden." I'm like, "God damn, home runs off the fucking top of the goddamn Metrodome." I'm like, "Do you not fucking learn your lesson? God fucking damn it! I just don't know if I'm gonna vote for Trump." Like, he says some offensive things. Like, who gets about offensive? I'm offended when my fucking business has been cut in fucking a tenth. Dinger knows, you know, he feels the same way as me. All right. This is pretty goddamn cool. So it's 925 sterling. It's 3.21 ounce. It's an antique cigarette case holder. You guys have it in a plastic bag. So it's 3.21 ounce. It's 3.21 ounce. Okay. It's sterling. It's been scratch tested. It's 925 sterling. And it's a cigarette case. But you can put your fucking doobies in here too. You can put your weed in here. It's gorgeous. It's 3.21 ounce. Melt on sterling is like 0.7. No, it's more than that. I think it's like 0.800. Because melt on 90%. Like this is 90%. Did you really? That's a you ought to buy this, Dinger. This is a Peruvian silver dollar. It's 1 ounce, 90% silver. It's 1915. I'm selling that. It's gorgeous. Lady Liberty on there with the cap and pole. It's 1950. It's a gorgeous one. I'm selling that for $40. That's 90% silver, 1 ounce. It's Peruvian. It's pretty badass, actually. It's the same size and dimensions as a U.S. silver dollar. But anyways, back to this. So I would do this here. See, I would do this for $65 BIN, and understand something. I mean, okay, don't be like one of the pussies that's like, oh, well, Mills this. I'm not selling an original antique. Like, probably this is probably circa 1930s at least, if not 1920s, 20s or 30s. I'm not going to sell an original cigarette holder in beautiful shape. It's scratch tested 925. I'm not going to sell this for fucking melt. Okay? Anybody who would melt this down is a fucking asshole. Okay? It's got perfect spring action to it. You hit the little button right there, and it pops open. Okay? You can keep your fucking doobies in there and shit. Okay? It's cooler than a goddamn fucking ASM 300. Okay? You're with your friends in town. You got some doobies in here, right? You put the shit behind here. You put your doobies in here. You pull this out. Your friends, they see this. They're going to be impressed. They see a Hulk 181 on your wall. They're not fucking impressed, guys. They will think you're a fucking loser. They're going to think you need to get fucking laid, okay? Hey, guys, like, you go tell the guys that are fucking watching football, this right here is the first appearance of Thanos, Iron Man 55. No one will care. This here, sterling silver antique cigarette case, they're going to think that's fucking cool. Did you see? You ought to see, Dinger. I had a folk art ship made by a prisoner I brought out here. I had a good price on that. We can work shipping. I brought this salt glazed beer crock out. That's actually about 1860s to 1880s salt glaze. It's got the color swirls that actually penetrate into um, the salt glaze. Like it's actually part of the crock. It's not surface. You can see it's like penetrated into it, like pervert. Yeah. But I've never seen one with this kind of swirl pattern. I'm gonna have to show this to Keith if I don't sell it. I asked 60 for that one. It's gorgeous. It's really cool. That'd be a pretty good prop in your restaurant or something. But it's like, you know, you can tell it's old. I mean, well, I'm an expert on crock jugs and stuff, you know, but really cool. Like I said, it's by 1860s, 1880s. Like I'd say like Reconstruction period of the U.S. This here is 65 by now. It's 3.21 ounces of sterling 925 silver. It has a monogram over here. I think it's like an elm or something like that. I can't tell. Who gives a fuck? Put your DVs in here. Look cool in front of your friends. Pull it out. Get high. Fucking, you know, your cigarette. Put cigarette in here. Whatever you want to do. Okay. But I like the swirl patterns in that. Pretty cool. That's $65. Okay. That's practically just about fucking melt. Okay. So I'm not gonna fucking because you get a little bit below melt. I'm like, get down on your knees and start sucking. You know. Oh, that offended me. All right, come a little closer. Don't chop. I'm like, did that hurt? Huh? You hurt my feelings too, motherfucker. So that was good. Boom. Done. Another cool cigarette case. So, Dinger, were you one of them buying Titty Max me the other day and shit like that? Or was that fucking, was that Iannella or Caruso or somebody? I can't remember. I just know that I've been selling a lot of tit mags and shit lately. This is really cool. Look at that. Look at that design. That's all hand forged. And this is what they call, it's Persian, okay? It's made over in Persia. It's handmade. And it's inscribed inside. So a U.S. soldier sent this home to either their sweetheart or their mother. I don't know if it's the mother or the wife or the girlfriend. I'm thinking that a soldier wouldn't send his mother home a cigarette holder. Would you think, Susan?
Yeah.
I don't think they would send their mom home a cigarette case. But I think they would send it to their girlfriend. This is tested 875 silver, 875. But you can see where it's hand forged and stuff like that, right? But I want to show you something cooler. It's inscribed to Ruth Petty, Persia, 1944. Ruth Petty, Persia, 1944. And you can see the scratching and all where they were fucking working on that. They're whittling and shit. Isn't that cool? Isn't that not badass? By hand. Not made in some stupid factory. That was fucking made by fucking hand. And inscribed to Ruth Petty, Persia. So why Persia? Why is Persia 1944 significant? Well, Professor Pete's about to give you a fucking lesson again. Just like I've been doing all night long. I'll give you another lesson. This is really cool. So in World War II, God damn camera, come on, you motherfucker. I'll start calling the camera Jake because it's fucking annoying. So in World War II, the U.S. and England, the United States, and were occupying like Persia during that time. We occupied Persia, and this is during the time 1944 that the U.S. was occupying Persia. U.S. started occupying Persia around 1943 through the end of World War II and after the war in the late 40s. Okay, and so we were occupying forces in Persia during the latter part of World War II and just after the war. This was dated 1944. So this is from the occupation of Persia during World War II. Is what you have here, okay? And it has, like I said, it has the name, and I'm suspecting the soldier inscribed that in there. This was made by one of the artisans in Persia. It's made by one of the Persians over there. The door is hinged. Really cool. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? That's gorgeous. That's actually like etched in everything, tooled in everything. And it's got some weight to it too. You want a good gift to give to somebody, a real piece of history, or you maybe it's for you. Maybe you're selfish, you want to buy it for yourself. But that's $875, you know, and yeah, there's different purifications of silver. There's even 500%, 450 silver, 750. This was 825. Persian silver is typically 825. But it says Ruth Petty. I'm trying to get the goddamn camera to focus in again. I'm not used to this camera, guys. You have to forgive me, okay? Ruth Petty. Ruth Petty. When I first saw this, I about fell over because I thought I said Petri, but it's Petty actually. Persia, 1944. So it's Persia, 1944. I would take on this one, and the weight on this is, it's 875 silver. The weight is 6.56 ounces. So it's 6.5 ounces. The weight on this is 6.5 ounces. Okay. It falls under folk art, being that it's, handmade by a Persian artisan. And it sort of falls into the trench art category, that it was a U.S. soldier that inscribed that and sent it home to the family back in World War II. Ruth Petty, Persia, 1944. More than likely a girlfriend or wife that the soldier sent it home to. Really damn cool. Real piece of history. Last time I checked, within the last 24 hours, silver is like 29 an ounce. Absolutely, like right near the melt price. I mean, we're real close to the melt price. This is 6.5 ounces, okay? And Persia is Iran today, okay? If anybody doesn't know, Iran is Persia, okay? It's World War II, U.S. occupied Iran, which is Persia, which says it's inscribed in there with the woman's name. It's 6.5 ounces, 6.56 ounces. So I rounded it down. Cigarette holder. Like I said, it falls into being, folk art, being that it was, hand etched. Guys, if you want this now, it's 150 buys it now. I thought I could get it for here. It's silver. Silver's one of the hottest fucking commodities out here on the market right now. It's 6.56 ounces of silver. It's over 6.5 ounces of silver. It's 875 purity, 875 silver, and it's antique, and it's real history. And probably if you played your cards right, you could probably get $300-400 for this, especially with the World War II provenance with Persia. Persia is Iran. It became Iran. Ruth Petty, Persia, 1944. Soldier inscribed that and sent that home to their loved one, their girlfriend or wife or whatever. You can see the etching in here that was hand forged. Really cool. Probably wasting my fucking time. Who knows? Oh, who cares? It's not Nova. But Ruth Petty, Persia, 1944. Really badass piece of history. Yeah. That's $150. That's not much of a melt, okay? It's not meat. Yeah, I know it's not melt. you know, I won't start doing that with people in the supermarket with cheese and go, it's not melt. How much is it for the melted cheese? You know. Could you imagine, Dinger, if people walked into your fucking restaurant and said, how much is the scrap value of the pizza? Like, what's the bare minimum price for the dough? And then how much would it be for all the water that was put into the pizza? And then the sauce and the pepperonis. Could I get it for that price? Like, well, you had to pay staff to work there. You had to pay overhead for the building. All this shit. I have to pay taxes. Fucking, you know, I have to go out and search for this shit. No one's just throwing this in my lap. I have to go travel and get this shit. So, I mean, geez, I don't know. Maybe I get a fucking $5 tip, you know. So I have enough money to visit my daughter next month. My daughter turns 18 and graduates high school next month, you know. And people still like fucking like cheap motherfuckers while I'm trying to fucking sell shit. But yeah, that's pretty badass. Like I said, it's 875 silver. It's 6.5 ounces. You know, it's inscribed, you know, Persia 1944 Ruth Petty. So that was sent to a sweetheart. That's 150. This cigarette holder is 925 sterling. It's probably about circa 1920s, 30s. This one is. It's 925 sterling, 3.21 ounces. Antique cigarette case holder. I would, you know, like I said, this one here, I'd go 65 on, which is basically just about melt. That's 925 sterling. Yeah, well, but do you ever tell them to fuck off? Because I sure would. Like, are you fucking kidding me? You no, I'm opening up a restaurant. I had this guy come in my store one time. I swear to you, for Jesus Christ and the Easter Bunny and Mr. Rogers, I had a guy come in my fucking store, the one that you met me in, Susan, my mother's store. And he walks in. My mom's there too. My mom was a smarter ass than me. That's where I get smart ass from. My sister is too. And this guy comes in and he's looking like fucking Cousin Eddie gone wrong from fucking National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Him and his wife come in. He's walking around, looking around, everything like everything's fancy in our antique store. And he's like, oh, I bet you're making money here. I said, oh, no. No, I said, no, we this is all display. The store tags are just for props. I said, we're a 501c3 museum in here. And I said, you get to walk around and stare at everything and get your jollies off. And you could even look at the price tags and make comments and stuff. And I go, we're just here to have fun and entertain you. And all of a sudden, his wife has just got this, I'm a stupid face, and goes, whatever his name is, I'm making his name up. All right, there, Gary. Yeah, they're in here to make money. Just like you go to, she actually said, she goes, you go to work to make money. I said, exactly. My mom goes, sir, do you really think that we're going to pay a business license and turn the lights on just so you can ask silly questions like that? And he's like, I bet you're making money here. One, oh, no, I'm sorry, sir. No, yeah, okay. I'll just give everything for free to you. So terrible. Like, I want to say this to like a plumber that comes here to do work. One, if a plumber shows up, I bet you're making money here. Like, I'll bet you, I sure hope so. You know, that's like telling a lawyer that, you know, I bet you're making money here. Or a school teacher's going to work. She's going to clock in. Hey, bitch, I bet you're making money here. I sure hope so, God damn it, because you couldn't pay me enough to work in a school system. But yeah, some people do that, and they got a good case of the stupids when they talk like that. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're breathing. Get away from me. You know, guys, I don't know what you want. I've put up some good deals, and you're kind of like Planet of the Apes here. I hear you back in the background. I'm like, all right. Instead of circling around me being a bunch of cucks, fucking, you know, I've shown off some things. Dinger, I offered this earlier. I offered it the other night. You saw it. It's an 8.0. And it's an 8.0 example of ASM number 121. It's got a really, that's really the only discrepancy. It's got one little slight tick there. The spine is clean. I'm not going to make any money at $350. Literally, I'm going to fucking actually lose money. Okay? I'm actually going to lose money. So if it's any consolation to you, Gardner or Dinger or Caruso or INL or whomever, I'll lose money. So you don't have to worry. I mean, you can still keep me down as white trash, okay? But I'll let that go for $350. Buys it now. I'll let that go. And I showed this off, Dinger. I showed this. I'm not sure if you were around for this earlier, but this here is welcome to Miami Con #1. Michael Zeck signed it, but this was 1975. That was the first Comic-Con for the Miami Comic-Cons, #1, 1975. Jack Kirby did the artwork on the cover. I wish he had signed it, but really rare piece. The last one I've seen that sold was 2015. It was like either 2014 or 2015. But I believe I'd go 150 on that. And like I said, talk to me. You can be like, hey, you're crazy. I offered up the Hulk versus Sting fight, the Fantastic Four 112 for $60. And I can't just go. I'm already going backwards at those prices, and I can't just get there and just continue. That's not fair to me, not fair to my family, period. Where you guys at? I got 4 people here. Look, it's getting late. I'm probably gonna call it an evening if you guys aren't wanting to buy anything. I was offering silver here for basically like round melt. Like these are 2 sterling silver salt and pepper shakers. They're actually antique ones, probably at least early 1900s. They're marked 925. They're not filled. Like the bases aren't filled, so they're solid. This every bit of this is 925. Every bit of this is 925. The whole kit and caboodle. Like silver's an investment, however you slice it and dice it. Whether it's the shape of a pocket pussy, a salt and pepper shaker, a coin, however you do. It's you didn't polish it. Nah, you can polish a motherfucker. These right here, I know I had them weighed in my Woke Not store. Got it on ounces now. Basically, these are about 3 ounces. These weigh about 3 ounces. Okay. Silver's these are 925 sterling. Silver's like 29 an ounce right now. If somebody wants this set here for $50, yeah, you have to pay shipping. I mean, if I paid free shipping on everybody, I'd be fucked. I do a $50 BIN on those. They weigh 3 ounces. There's no filler on these. They're, no hollow bottoms. They're marked 925. Salt and pepper shakers, antique ones. They are 925. They got a couple little dents or whatever. If they were perfect, I'd be suspect because people use these back in the day. You can still use the motherfuckers now. I mean, you got the little holes there. Real deal. I mean, I know you're hoping that I'm gonna go lower. I'm not. I'll throw them out in the river somewhere. I'll weight these things down and throw them out in the river and make sure no one's finding this until the fucking river's dredged. I ain't gonna sell them for fucking half a silver price. Someone's fucking gone fucking nuts. And these two candlesticks here, they are weighted. But I'm not gonna bother with the prices on them because no one's saying nothing. You're being rude, motherfuckers, and not saying a goddamn thing back. I don't know why, but you're not. Either that or it's bots or something. So if it's the bots on here, I don't apologize. But Carson City silver dollars. I've got I've got 5 of them here. The original casing with the paperwork, the corresponding paperwork with them. The 1884, the 1882, the 1883, and the 1884 are $350 a piece, and the 1881 and the 1885 are $800 each. You buy all of them, I can give you a better price. You buy 2 of them, I can get you a better price. Why is the 1881 and 1885 Carson City dollar more expensive? Because they're rarer, they're lower mintage, and more popular. But these were put out in the GSAs. The government released from their vaults, a fuck ton of these silver dollars back in 1972, and had them encased and put in these holders. But these came from the original government hoard that was released in 72. And Richard Nixon's administration. It was during Nixon's administration. It tells you all about it. But yeah, and it's dated at the bottom, United States government, 1972. But yeah, these were gorgeous Morgan dollars here, gorgeous anyways. But real keys to the old West, Carson City, Nevada. It was during the big silver rush. During the late 1800s, from 1870s to the late 1870s through it was through the 1870s. The Carson City mine, I think, opened in 70 or 71. I believe it I think it was shut down in the early 1890s or so. I know I think the last year for the Morgan dollar is 1891. This one's 18. In a minute here. That's gorgeous. These are like mint state. That's probably like a 65. It's gorgeous. That one's 1883. I mean, if you bought two, like, okay, this is what they call a common date for a Morgan dollar. Not for a Morgan, I meant for a Carson City date, mint mark. So the Carson City mint mark is below. It's below the reef here. It's below the reef down there, right above the $1 word and all. This camera's from fucking straight from hell. I'm not sure if I turned it up. Yeah, but the mint mark's below the reef down there. It's just the lighting in here. It's horrible. I wonder if I had the spotlight. Do we have the spotlight?
Yeah.
We think that might help? No, we'll see. We're going to do a little test here. Some of this is experimenting in here tonight. But yeah, this is 1883 Carson City. All the mintages are low on Carson City. Like, I can go through the book. And I know you guys don't give a fuck because you're a bunch of godless fucks. But you're like, fuck America and fuck anything that's got historic value. I'm offended. I don't give a fuck. I'll punch you in the throat and make you spit out your frappuccino. Fuck you. The 1881 Carson City only has 296,000 mintage. Just to show you like the prices and shit. This is a 2017 price guide. But the 1881 Carson City says CC. That doesn't mean crotch critters. But it only has, you can see 1881 Philadelphia with no mint mark had 9,163,000 mintage versus 296,000 for Carson City 81. The New Orleans had 5,700,000 and the San Francisco had 12 million. But this is 2017 price guide. My prices are pretty well in check here. The 1883 Carson City only had 1,200,000. The 84 had them just over 1 million. 82 Carson City had 1,133,000. But I'm this is 27. This is a 2017 price guide. That's all I have right now. So, you know, the 1881, like I said, there's very low mintage. The 1885 on the next page, what did they do it to? 84, 85, 91, 93 cc. 1893 was last year the Carson City dollar, and they're expensive. I know they are. Yeah, they're fucking expensive. You okay, on?
Yeah.
Are you going? Can you? I thought you were going to turn the lamp on or something. I'll do it. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. Don't worry about it.
I plugged it in and set it where you can adjust.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, Carson City's was the last year was 1893. These are old prices. You can see that says January 09 is when that was auctioned. The 1892S there. But that was at a mint state 67. One of the highest mint state grades you can get. That one sold for almost $1 million. The 1889 CC. Stacks and Bowers auction is like the heritage auctions for comics. It's Stacks and Bowers is huge for coins. A mint state 68 is just absolutely fucking ridiculous. Yeah, but I have the 1885 here. I have the 1885 Carson City in the GSA case. They only made 228,000 of it. The one I have here, the 1885, is probably closer to a mint state 65. You can see the price, right? That's 2017. I have the 1885 here. I'm only asking $800 for it. Okay, in the 1881. They only made 296,000 of it. And mint state 65 and 2017 was 950, and that was a raw one. These are GSA. These are GSA ones. Okay, the ones in the GSA cases are worth more. Okay, the prices you're seeing here are for the ones that are not in a GSA case. The GSA mortgage, the ones in the government cases, are much more desirable. The prices you're seeing are for ones that are sitting outside of a case like this. Okay, it's not going to be like in the government holder with the government box. You know, the boxes here alone, people buy these boxes for fucking like $30-$40, 25 on a cheap day. If you've been watching, hit the like button, goddammit, okay? Because I'm entertaining you. Anyways, this one's 1883. In 1883, I'd go 350 if you bought a couple of them. Like I have 1882, 1883, and 1884. If you bought all three, I'd give you a hell of a lot fucking better deal. You know, Dinger, if you're watching, I can make you a deal on all three for the more common Carson City ones, which they're not common. They're still low mintage too. Or anybody else, I can make you a deal on three. Or if you want to buy the two rare dates, or you want to buy all five, I can make you a good deal. I can make you a better deal. But yeah, the The 81cc and was 950 in a 65 grade. The one I have is between a 64 and a 65 grade, and this is 2017. This is a 2017 price guide, for God's sake. So that's like fucking ancient. That's fucking 7 years old. It's 2044, folks. Dinger, you still here, man? Or am I wasting my time? I'm probably going to do Whatnot again. It doesn't pay off to do this because it's just people. There's no way for you to really share YouTube. It's hard. And at least Whatnot does have a an audience there. In fact, the last Carson City GSA that I sold was on Whatnot. Am I wrong, Susan? No. Susan, it's been between the most people I've had at one time was 6 tonight. And now I'm down to fucking 2. You know, Dinger came on here and made some wise cracks. Alvarez came on and made 2 wise cracks. Amy was on here like a couple hours earlier. There's been a few other people. And other than that, it's Planet of the fucking Apes. You know, and it's just I'm showing you some nice stuff. I mean, Carson City Morgans are fucking highly sought after. They, they're advertised on like coin shows on TV, the whole 9 yards. This isn't like no crap. This is nice stuff here. I mean, this is investment stuff. This is like portfolio type shit. I promise you, if you go look at what Carson City silver dollars were selling for 20 years ago versus now, they've increased. 10 years ago, they've increased. So, the good stuff's always going to be good. The good stuff's always going to be good. The common stuff, for the most part, sometimes it changes. The common stuff's always going to be common for the most part, But yeah, I've wasted a lot of time here tonight. I thought that I could get on here and talk to some people, maybe about a few things. I did a show the other night. I sold some stuff, but I guess those guys aren't here. But for people like for people who are these fucking Facebook, I call them Facebook Luddites, because your Gen X's, your old codgers that are Gen X, your worthless codgers that are Gen X and fucking boomers, they love Facebook. They'll smoke a big bowl of Facebook. They'll fuck Zuckerberg's dick, man. They suck his dick. They go to emergency room, you gotta pump their stomach, man. They're the fucking worst. Fucking hell, you can't get them to get up off of fucking Facebook. They love it, man. They love Facebook like they like their second pot of coffee of the day, but and their second pack of cigarettes. But yeah, I mean, you guys, people said they wanted me to come over here. Almost 3 hours in, guys. I've sold 0. So I'm out, guys. And I need more support on this platform. If somebody wants me to start selling stuff over here, I had an auction the other night. We did pretty good. So I'm not sure what's the difference other than, I don't know, Dinger, but if I was, Dinger buys some main stuff, a lot of times, but, you know how it goes, Dinger. If someone says they're your friend and they live over in your area in Southeast Ohio, and you keep on seeing in their dumpster fucking Pizza Hut fucking boxes, you're gonna not so fucking much. No, seriously. Yeah. Your economy's struggling and it's getting around fucking Christmas time, or baby needs a new pair of shoes, and you see your friend a Pizza Hut or Domino's fucking car. I bet you've already had that situation, Dinger, and you fucking like, you fucking cock, no way. You break down. I hope a bottle of Snow Bees gets your fucking ass. Anyways, anyways, that's the way I feel. You know, if you're out doing business with other people when I'm trying to run shows, but you tell me you want me back on here, you know, don't don't call me your friend. You're not my friend. Friends support each other in their businesses. You know, friends support people in their businesses. That's the way I feel. You know, I'm not expecting a comic book buyer to buy comics. I'm not expecting somebody who doesn't collect coins to buy coins. But if, you know, you're one of my guys, you're one of my comic guys, you're supposed to be a friend, and you're hoping that I'm going to keep lowering the price to where I'm fucking in a bad position. That's just not being a friend. That's just being, you know, a parasite. I think, in my opinion. Maybe I'm wrong, Susan. Correct me. I'm not gonna be upset.
Well, no, friendship support each other.
Right. You know, Susan's done a bunch of she was done like serious like Tupperware sales like she was Tupperware rep. Kind of can't be. Don't call me your buddy if I'm fucking buying Don't call me your buddy if we're fucking doing Tupperware and you're buying Tupperware from anybody else but me. You know, bullshit. You know. You know, you patronize your local community. It goes local community, friends, then family. Family being number one. So you go you're with your business. That's the way I feel. You go family, friends, local community, region, state, country. I buy local. I'm, you know, unfortunately everything we got here in the United States is made somewhere else, but it should be made in the USA. I feel like it should be all made in the USA, but unfortunately, shit, I wouldn't be surprised if they start outsourcing our fucking coinage and start having coins made in fucking China. That'd be fucked up, wouldn't it, if our coins start being made in China? No, they will. They'll do it. No, they'll do it. They're a piece of shit.
I'm pretty sure they already make our debit cards there.
Oh, they do. Our debit cards, yeah. Are you kidding me? The square, the plastic square marks of the beast. Yeah. Well, yeah, guys. Man, don't know what you guys fucking want. So, I mean, you know, but I've already thrown a bunch of shit at you like a fucking desperate horse. So, you know, oh well, I'm off here, guys. Okay. I'll probably go back to working at a fucking, you know, for one of the nonprofit groups or something, you know, because you freaking it's tough. I mean, when no one buys from you.